Hmm. Good morning, everyone. Let me know if anything's wrong with the stream, if I'm dropping, lagging, anything isn't quite right. See if I can get everything working properly here today. Okay. Comms panel. And of course, he's not listening. Fix that real quick. Yep, can't hear me. Yeah, that's why. Wrong audio. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, still not listening. There we go. Comms panel. Oh, secondary contract. Aha. Starport services.
Starport services.
Two units of bio waste. No, thank you. Really? Really trying to get rid of bio waste here, apparently. Donate, donate. I'm not worried about reputation right now. Obliterate known terrorist. Oh, that's right, I'm in Alpha Centauri. I really don't want to mess with that. That's probably all the way out there next to Hutton Orbital. Let's get out of here, go back to my home port. Stellar cartography.
Stellar cartography.
Flat Earther! Why? Why, please, why?
Oh, just a star there. No data? No data? No data? I know I've been in a minute cut before. Huh. Contacts, exploration, black market, refuel, repair, restock, outfitting, crew launch, auto dock, tuning, power contract, search and rescue, services, missions, and commodities. Seems like a neat place. Let's go check it out. Finished.
Okay, executing now.
Launch.
Ignition. Power diverted to systems.
Constantly being updated.
All systems ready to go.
Every time you pass through the system.
Stand by for launch.
Departure handover.
Ascending to 30 meters, retracting modules, handing you the contract.
Full power to engines.
I'm sorry. Use the force.
Full impulse. Full impulse.
Full impulse.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Flight control out.
I don't know if I do. Sometimes I say about the good days we had, but there were bad days too. And I know love is like the phases of the moon. And I know you would say I gave up way too soon. So it's gone, now we both moved on. Oh, that's la la la.
can't change that. God, the stream looks so laggy. I need to fix that. Why is it so laggy? No, not that. Output encoder can't change the bit rate. Can't change anything. Well, hopefully it'll figure itself out, I guess. Engage FSD.
Charging frameshift drive.
Engage FSD.
Frameshift drive engaging.
Charging.
Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
I'm not dead. I feel better.
Full impulse.
As you wish.
3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Yeah, of course. Half impulse.
Half impulse.
I bet it's the music that's causing this. Let's see. Seems like it might have helped. Okay, my internet can't handle streaming music and streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Good to know. 1/4 impulse.
1/4 impulse.
Orbital flight engaged.
Full impulse.
Maximum impulse.
Lakeoff, Delta India Echo. Federal Flight Control is in operation at this surface port. Observe docking reservation protocols.
Request docking.
Sending docking request.
Rate of descent is nominal. Continue on current flight path. Landing authorized. Clear to land on pad 05.
Landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Landing gear deployed. detected.
Facility operates strict docking protocols. Pilots attempting to land without proper authorization will be penalized.
Landing complete. Engines disengaged.
Surface vehicles may only enter all
Starport services.
All docking bay
Starport
garages are
services.
closely monitored for your safety.
Yeah, let's see what they got here.
Drive safely when in and around this port. Individuals who damage this facility will be penalized.
No. Oh, of course. Surface recovery.
Any law infractions committed on federal grounds are punishable by death. Abide by our port.
Take down pirates. Urgent kill order. Known terrorist. Persia beacon. Ah.
Committed on federal grounds are punishable by death. Abide by our port regulations.
Hand vision. Let's see. Can't buy exploration data there. Okay. Well, seems interesting. Let's go find him. Transactions.
Transactions.
Criminal activity will be dealt with by terrestrial port security. Help us maintain a safe environment.
Finished.
Closing map.
Finished. Launch.
Initiating. Loading configuration. Engines online.
Departure handover.
Standby for launch.
Complete. Expedite.
Stand by. I'm engaging thrusters and bringing up the landing muster. Distancing to 30 meters.
Engage Super Cruise.
Acknowledge.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh yeah, voice attack is awesome. I've only had it for maybe a couple of weeks so far, and it took me a little bit to get it all set up. But once I did, man, it's so nice. Makes things a lot easier. Especially during combat, you don't have to hit so many buttons, you can concentrate on staying targeted on the person you're going after. Engage FSD.
Executing now.
Frameshift drive charging.
All integrity is within limits. All other systems.
Incoming mission critical message.
3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse.
System scan.
Fuel scooping.
Scanning.
When Parrot speaks, listen you must. Ah!
The parrot's imitating Yoda now. Now, let's see if we can find this place. Contacts.
Contacts.
Well, let's go scan this beacon. Oh yeah, ship launch fighter and heat sinks. Yeah, it works great with that stuff. Chaff too. The only problem I have with it is it never seems to work unless you actually have the, what's it called? Okay, now I'm having a brain fart. Basically, the item you're trying to use has to be on screen. Like you should be able to hit a button to do it, and you can use voice attack to hit it without hitting a button. But unless it's actually on the screen, it's not going to activate. Like right now, the Discovery Scanner is on the screen, and my heat sinks are on the screen, so I could use them. But if I was to change fire groups, it wouldn't really work. It would use whatever was on that side. Well, I can make a demonstration of one thing it can use no matter where it's at. Since we're on the dark side.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, a little too fast. Slow it up. There we go. Too fast.
Hull integrity compromised.
Yeah. That's what I get for not paying attention. Full power to engines.
Divert power to engines.
Of course, I've only been on the PC for maybe a month and a half, 2 months now. So I haven't really built up my character on the PC. I was playing on the PlayStation before. So I had pretty much everything on the PlayStation version. My favorite ship to fly on the PlayStation was my Type 10. I took that on the Autumn Odyssey expedition last year, and then I was on the Distant Worlds 2 expedition last year with my Beluga. So yeah, I took a Beluga all the way from the bubble to the other side of the galaxy and flew back. But that took me, I think the expedition itself was like 6 months, and then for me to do the return trip, because I was pretty much burnt out on Elite Dangerous after that long stint flying all the way out there, I took a break for probably about 6 or 8 months before I came back to the game. And then I started jumping back to the bubble, and that took me another good month and a half to get back. So yeah, needless to say, I spent a long time out there in the black. Night vision.
All right, done.
See, that's one of the perfect things about voice attack, is being able to activate things without opening up windows in your ship, like your lights and your night vision and things like that don't require a button to hit anymore. Plus there's little things that you could do with it just to entertain yourself, like feed the ship's cat.
As you wish.
Stuff like that. Not really necessary to playing the game, but if you get bored, you could always do stuff like that with voice attack. Makes things a little more easy to handle being out there with nothing to do. As they say, it's a help for space madness. But I have a parrot and a cat on the ship, as well as Commander Data, and what's that other guy? God, I can't remember his name now. William Shatner. William Shatner was my original voice attack. I believe he's Orion on the voice attack features. And then Vega is Commander Data. And I added him recently.
At your disposal, Commander.
Yeah, exactly. It has a couple other voices it does on its own, just having the voice attack. But I found having these voices is a little nicer on the ears instead of listening to a computer voice in your ear every time. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I don't believe I've got my scanner up. So let's take the heat sink off of this one and put the scanner on. Fire groups. Fire groups.
Fire groups.
Let's see. Oh, it did go over there. There's the heatsink launcher. We'll take that off and put on the data link scanner. There we go. Let's see if we can find this thing we're supposed to scan. Operations terminal. There we go. Mission target. See if I can get this scanned without having to land.
Connectivity impaired. Incoming mission critical message.
Yep, there we go. Retract hard points.
Done.
There we go. Now I can... Contacts panel. What is it called? I'm still learning all the commands. Contacts.
Contacts.
No contacts. Let's see if we can find where he's at. Nope. Finished. Comms panel. Comms panel. Head to hand vision, did that. Copied the bits you need to the transactions panel on your ship. Okay. Transactions.
Transactions.
Wolf 718 system. Okay. So they're not here. Wolf 718 system. Okay. Well, let's go over there. Alright. Finished? Engage FSD.
Charging frameshift drive.
Charging.
To find an interstellar factor after this. Get rid of my wanted level.
Objective detected.
This ought to be much easier now.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
System scan.
Okay.
FSS mode.
Affirmative, Commander.
Should be fairly easy to find this guy now. All these. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. He's hiding. Okay. Figures. Well, I'm not going to scan everything in this whole system. Just trying to find him. Finished?
No problem.
So, contacts. Left panel. Let's see if he shows up. And that's a no. Great. So, where's he supposed to be? Intelligence, he's supposed to be in the system, but where? Don't tell me I'm gonna have to scan the whole damn system trying to find this idiot. FSS mode.
Okay, Commander.
Fine. You know what? No, I'll just go for the targets. High grade. Convoy. Encoded. Encoded. Degraded. Oh. The heck? That's why. Convoy. Degraded. Encoded. Degraded. Degraded. Encoded. Okay, he's not over there. Where is he? Oh, he's hiding around here somewhere. Where, oh, where could he be? I bet he's next to a damn planet that's not showing up. Another one of those famous frontier glitches. Gotta scan everything in the damn system to find him. Belt clusters. Where is he hiding? That's everything there. Another gas giant surrounded by icy bodies.
Incoming mission critical.
There he is. Finished.
Affirmative.
Cock-a-doodle friggin' do!
Yeah, exactly, Parrot. Sip my tea.
Affirmative.
Yeah. That's another drawback of this system. Voice attack sometimes thinks you're saying things when you're not. Clear your throat and it thinks you're asking for a FSS. Still working on voice training. I wonder how hard it's going to be to find this guy on this planet now. Wait a second, is he landed on a planet? Or is he flying around just above the planet? Oh. This ought to be interesting. This would be a good mission for Space Legs. Track down a guy on a planet, and then you have to land on the planet and go out on foot to find him. Okay, fine. Surface scanner. Let's see if we can get this guy.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
There we go. Now, navigation.
Navigation.
Haha. There he is. we go.
Awaiting
Full-
further instructions.
Full power to weapons.
We found a
Diverting
mission.
power to weapons.
He's clean. He's behind us.
Target shields offline. Friendship charge detected.
Oh, no, you don't.
Target shields online.
Boost engines.
Afterburners engaged.
Oh, no, you don't. Damn it. You think you're gonna get away. You ain't going anywhere, buddy. I'm coming right after your ass. Engage FSD. Oh. Retract hard points.
Stowing weapons.
Engage FSD.
Frame shift now
Frameshift
engaged.
drive charging.
Leaving citizen.
Balance power.
Fuel
Resetting.
System scan.
Fuel scooping complete.
Scanning for information.
There he is. God, I wish I had a frame shift interdictor. I'm pulling right out of warp right now. He's headed for a dock. Where's he at? God, where'd he go? Where is this guy? Contacts.
Contacts.
Finished. God dang it.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Aha!
Greetings.
Standing by.
Under attack.
Yeah, freaking quiet as a mouse bird.
You thought you could get away from me.
Target shields offline.
No such luck, buddy.
Mission objective complete. Target
12.5%.
Programming limpet drone.
Cargo scoop.
Scan detected.
Cargo scoop.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo
Where
hatch.
is it? Oh. There it is.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Left panel. Do 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 do. There we go. It's finished.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Full impulse.
Executing now.
Engage FSD.
Charging frameshift drive.
Charging.
Vectors.
Fuel scooping complete.
System scan.
Scanning now.
Oh, sounds like somebody followed or something, but I can't see. What was it? Oh yeah, it was a follower. Nice, thank you. Why is it not showing up on my stream though? I have the alert box up on top. Should have showed up. Huh. Okay. Oh, nice. You watch Boss Lady B too, huh? Sweet. Yeah, I just started streaming, so I'm still trying to figure out OBS and all the alerts and everything like that. I've got most of it set up. I see it did drop a coin in the cup, and it shows up on my follower goal, but the alert did not pop up on the center of my screen like it was supposed to. It did give me the audio, though. So that's something else I have to work on, see if I can figure out why the alert didn't pop up on the center of my screen. Oh yeah, I'm using, actually it's a PlayStation headset that I'm using. It has a Bluetooth dongle plugged into my computer, and I either use this or a different Bluetooth headset that I use with my phone, and they both have very good noise canceling. That's why I love them. I found it's pretty important to have very good voice canceling or noise canceling on your headset when you're trying to stream, to make it as easy to understand as possible. I do plan on at some point buying a microphone with an arm to put on my desk, but obviously that's going to be later down the line because I can't afford it at the moment. Hell, everything I've got on my PC I've been using on my PlayStation. I have a PlayStation Thrustmaster 4 HOTAS.
Contacts.
Huh, of course. Finished.
Beautiful.
Ah, you use an XLR mic. Yeah, electromagnetic interference will really screw up a microphone. That's why I use the headset, because it's not wired into anything. So it's less likely to be susceptible to EMF. I mean, unless somebody's got a really strong radio or something nearby, which could interfere with it. But I don't think I live on the right side of town for high power radios to be anywhere nearby. That would be like on the outskirts of town where I live. Let's see if I can try not to crash into the atmosphere this time. Well, at least it's on the bright side of the planet this time. Night vision off. Night vision.
Acknowledged, Commander.
Also, at some point I've got to move my modem over here next to my computer so I can actually
Orbital flight engaged.
plug directly into the modem instead of using the Wi-Fi, because I found out this morning when I started streaming that I can't play music and stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, or it drops a bunch of frames. My internet apparently can't handle that. So perhaps if I plug directly into the modem, it'll work a little better. Yay, I'm not going to crash right into the atmosphere this time. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is actually in the adjacent room, so it's got to go through a wall to get to my computer. So that's probably part of the problem right there.
Lakon Delta India Echo, you have entered Federation space. Docking access by permission only.
Request docking.
Requesting landing pad.
Permission authorized. Clear to land on pad 06.
Oh. The pad right next to the one I previously had. Landing gear.
Deploying gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Caution. Decrease speed.
Scan detected.
Racing events constitute a breach of regulations. Offenders
Oh, I'm backwards. Now I gotta turn around. Lovely.
drive safely within and around this port. Individuals who damage this facility will be penalized.
Oh, no worries. I don't expect people to stick around. I'm just getting started. I have no expectations at the moment.
Fly safely within the perimeter of this port. Be aware of gravitational effects on your ship.
Okay, let's see if we can get this mission turned in. Here we go. Nope, I want the money. Okay. That took too long, so no more of these planet kill missions. Even though that seems all there is here. Let's see what's over here. Known terrorist. Oh, that's over 1 million. Why? Novice. I can handle novice. Really? Gotta go over there and scan that crap again? Yep, it's another planet thing. Yeah, I actually ran into Elite Dangerous when I was attempting to get into, what was it called? EVE Online. But I decided not to go after EVE Online because the computer requirements were too heavy. So rather than buy a computer and go through all the crap of upgrading all that stuff and getting it to work on my computer, I decided to go with Elite Dangerous instead. So that's how I ended up in Elite Dangerous in the first place. And I've been playing Elite Dangerous for probably 2.5, 3 years now. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. EVE is one of those games that you either love it or you don't. It's got an extremely steep learning curve. I tried to play it on mobile when it came out, and I've decided that it was a good thing I didn't try to really get into EVE on the computer, because I don't know where I would have ended up. I mean, nothing against the game. It's a decent game, but it's just not my thing. It's overly complicated for me. Elite Dangerous, I'd say, would be probably the most complicated game I've ever played and actually enjoyed. And the most reason I actually enjoy it is because of the community. Because I went exploring with other commanders, and I enjoyed the Autumn Odyssey expedition and the Distant Worlds 2 expedition, hanging out with other players and getting to know them and doing missions with them. I mean, you've still got your occasional ganker and griefer and people like that, and I tried to figure out what they like about ganking and griefing other players, and the only thing I can think of is they just enjoy pissing people off because they don't piss people off in their real life. They like to do it on the game. It's the only thing I can think of, because I personally, I know how it feels to get ganked, and I wouldn't wish that on somebody, so it's just not my thing. I mean, especially if you're like running a ship like a Type 10 Defender or a Corvette or a Cutter or something like that. Those are expensive ships, and the rebuys are not cheap. And you look at the missions on the mission board, and you see you're not making a whole ton of money off these missions. You got to go out and do mining, or go out and do passenger missions or something like that in order to make some decent money so you can afford these ships. You don't mind the odd gank here and there if you're in open, but can't stand corpse campers. Yeah, I hate that too. They'll just hang around Like in games where you drop your stuff, they'll hang around your stuff and just wait for you to come back to collect your stuff and kill you again. Yeah, that's completely uncalled for. I can understand having a bit of fun, killing somebody because you ran across them, but don't sit there on their stuff and wait for them to come back and collect it so you can kill them again. It's just ridiculous. Run off and go find somebody else to kill. Hell, if you're in it for the challenge, go find somebody that actually gives you a challenge, and then go and see if you can get them to fight you over and over. I mean, I don't mind in Elite Dangerous if I'm out in open, I'm asking for it. But that's why I'm in private group right now, because I don't have the money to afford getting ganked. I only have 31 million, and I'm flying an Ask Explorer. I'm just getting started. But for the new players just coming on, they don't understand this stuff until it happens to them. And you got a commander that comes out of the noob zone, as they call it, and just starts flying around in space, and all of a sudden, boom, he gets ganked. Now, let's say he's got the money to cover that. He thinks, okay, that was weird. I don't know why he blew me up, but okay, let's go on. And he goes out and tries flying again, and boom, gets ganked again. Now, for somebody that's laid back and like us, will be like, okay, I asked for that. I shouldn't have gone back to the area that I originally got ganked in again. But you still have some of those players that they don't understand that, and they'll go right back into that area again, and boom, get ganked again, and now you got to rage quit. And they don't come back to the game most of the time because they think, if I come back, I'm just going to get ganked again. And that's originally how I felt when I first started playing Elite Dangerous, because I didn't understand. I didn't know anybody that played the game, and nobody explained it to me, that once you get out in open, you're fair game. And gankers just love to hang around those starter systems and wait for these new players to come out so they can gank them. And I did not know that, and I was just playing in open because I wanted to meet new people. Well, I met new people, but not in the way I wanted. So, yeah, that's how it ended up with me. And I actually quit playing Elite Dangerous for probably a good 2 or 3 months in the beginning because of that. Because I did not understand why I was getting killed. Yeah, the Kate boys and them, yeah, I forget what they're called on the PlayStation, but they actually have a Discord group that's nothing but gankers. And I actually ran into one of them here. I ran into his fleet carrier because I wasn't in open. I found his fleet carrier on PC. Same exact name. I believe his name was Static Dragon. He's on the PlayStation and he's on the PC, and he is a well-known ganker. He ganks people on PlayStation, he ganks people on PC, and I'm sure if he's got an Xbox, he's probably ganking people on there too. But that's his thing. He's got, the last I saw his fleet carrier, it was in Decate, and he was actually selling meta alloys from his fleet carrier for like 3 times the cost that you would normally pay for meta alloys. Obviously, he was capitalizing on the new players coming in trying to unlock Felicity. So, I mean, I can't knock him. That's a pretty decent idea. I mean, but I wouldn't have the price up that high. But yeah, he's a known ganker. And he's ganked me several times on PlayStation when I was dumb enough to be out in open in the wrong spot. And you've even got gankers that will follow long expeditions. If they're famous enough, the gankers will follow the expedition and gank people along the way. Like the Distant Worlds 2 expedition, there was another expedition right alongside it, Distant Ganks 2, where they had a whole wing of gankers that was following the Distant Worlds expedition and killing anyone that dared to jump it open. Yep, exactly. Distant ganks. And they were right alongside the expedition the whole way out there. I mean, that's real dedication to ganking right there. You got to hand it to them. They followed an expedition all the way out to Beagle Point just to gank people along the way. Wow, the dedication. And I actually joined their Discord group on PlayStation for a while, just trying to understand them, what they were thinking, why they were doing what they were doing. And from their side, their explanation was that they just like to play the game their way, and it's just icing on the cake when they can make someone rage quit. They call it collecting salt, or salt mining, as they put it. They like to make players salty because they're upset they got ganked. They never got that kind of satisfaction out of me. I mean, sure, every now and then they would blow me up and I would restart the game, but I wouldn't go back to open. I would go into my private group or something like that. Yeah. I run the community goals too, and people blockade it. Yeah. I run into that all the time when I'm in doing community goals. They'll hang out right outside of the fire zone of the community goal station and just wait for people to jump in and swarm them. I mean, I understand that why they're doing it, because they're looking for someone to destroy. They enjoy destroying other commanders' ships. And the best place to find other commanders to destroy is at a community goal, because there's going to be a lot of commanders going there to do these community goals. God, I really need a webcam. But yeah, they'll be right there. Every time there's a community goal, they'll be right alongside that community goal, waiting for people to come out of the station or to come into the station to do the missions, and obviously they're going to get ganked. The problem is they've put so much work into their ships that even if you try to fight back, most of the time your ship can't handle it. Plus they've had a lot of practice ganking other players, so they're usually oh, you've been streaming for a year and still don't use a webcam? Wow. I mean, you could do it, but I like to watch streams where I can actually see the person I'm talking to. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter, but just my personal preference. I like to be able to see the person talking. Black box salvage contract for refinery. That seems like a decent mission to go on right now. Ranger. Hostile ships may be sent against you. Search signal sources in the Tillian system to find them. Take the items to Persia Beacon and Midgecut system. I can do that. You started. Oh, you unlocked path to partner. Nice.
On.
Opted to apply to remain
What?
affiliate
Is the
until
airspeed
you get the
velocity of an
webcam
aircraft
up and
flight?
running. Well, if you made it that far without the webcam, I'd say just continue without the webcam. Not even worry about it. I mean, unless your subscribers are begging you to put a webcam up, I don't think it really matters. Contacts.
Contacts.
Transactions.
Transactions.
So, let's plot our course. Yeah, I mean, it's no point in putting up a webcam unless they really want a webcam. I mean, it's all about your subscribers when you get to that point, right? Because once you get to that point, you've got people actually subscribing to you and paying money to be alerted to your streams and to support you. So it's really about them at that point, because they're paying you to do what you do. If they really want a webcam, I'd say get one. But if they don't really care, I don't think it really matters. You made it as far as you did so far without a webcam. Just continue to do what you do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Launch.
Initiating. Loading configuration. Engines online.
Departure handover.
Standby distancing to 30
Landing
meters.
gear retracted.
Balance power.
Redistributing.
Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging
Frameshift
cruise.
drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1,
You're frustrated for Boss Lady. She's so close to being able to apply, but being a Pacific Time streamer stacks all the cards against her. True. There's a lot more people on the East Coast than there is on the West Coast, which, I mean, she still probably gets some of the overseas players as well. But yeah, it's kind of tough being Pacific Time. I mean, unless you adjust your schedule and dedicate your entire day to streaming, where you're up when the majority of the people are awake, which I don't wish on anyone, because my normal job is I'm a truck driver. So I prefer to get up around 4 o'clock in the morning and start my day, and end my day around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, exactly. The East Coast has just gone to bed, and UK is still in bed from the previous night. Yeah, I've had to stay awake several times just to watch her stream, but I actually enjoy watching her, and that's why I like to donate to her, and that's why I'm a subscriber to her, because I like what she does. I like her personality. I like watching her play the game and listening to her talk. Yeah, I mean, if you're used to getting up at a certain time and going to bed at a certain time, and you've been doing that for years, and then all of a sudden you try to flip that schedule, it just doesn't work out properly. That's what happens to me, because I stayed up, like over the Christmas holiday, I stayed up late at night just to watch her streams, to catch her streams, and that screwed up my schedule. And all this week, up until last night, Monday to Wednesday, I just could not go to bed and get proper sleep, because I'd go to sleep at like 8 o'clock in the afternoon, or 8 o'clock at night, and wake up at midnight, couldn't go back to bed. So yeah, it completely screwed up my schedule. But I'm not blaming her. It's not her fault. She's on the West Coast, so she's got to stream when she can. And if I really want to watch her, I gotta adjust my schedule to be able to watch her every now and then too. That came out of nowhere. What time is it? Oh, it's only 12:30 here. Engage frame shift.
Complying.
Frameshift drive charging.
True, she is on early tonight though. But that's only a one-time thing because of the holiday. I'm sure after tonight she'll go right back to her normal streaming schedule and we'll just have to adjust to it. I do have her stream on auto host though. So when I'm not online and she starts streaming, my channel automatically hosts hers.
Field complete.
Oh, it's your fault she's on early. You sure you're just not taking the blame there just for the heck of it? I mean, it really is her choice to do it. But yeah, I'm just teasing. Let's see. Type 7. Who's coming underneath me? An Anaconda? Federal Security? Okay. Oh, who's behind me? No, buddy. Okay, just an eagle. And a Viper. Okay. Everybody seems to be going over there. Except for this guy, he seems a little weird. What's he trying to do? Oh, he's Federal Security. We're good. Okay. FSS mode. Oh, wait. System scan.
Completing system scan for cartography.
FSS mode.
That's affirmative, Commander.
Let's see if I can figure out where this guy is before...
Beer o'clock.
Oh, beer o'clock, really? Ah, there we are. I found you. Medium threat level. Oh, finished.
Right away, Commander.
Yeah, don't get too deep into the wine though. You got to be able to be coherent tonight, right? I might have to grab myself a beer here shortly. I'm getting low on tea. Plus, it's about that time of the day where I start to crave a little cold brew. Yeah, I'm sure Boss Lady wouldn't be too happy if you passed out. See if we can get in here, get this done before we get attacked. I really don't feel like dealing with too many people right now. wrong. I am slow. Yep, loop of shame. Here we go. Yeah, I do that occasionally.
Mission objective detected. Mission objective detected.
Awaiting further instructions.
There are items here we could use.
Oh, and we're going to. Cargo scoop. Deploy cargo scoop.
Deployed.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Come on. Oh, wrong button. That's why.
Programming limpet drone.
Oh. Prepare to pay up, huh?
Scan detected. Under attack.
Of course. Full power to systems.
Expired. Shields offline. Taking damage.
Yep.
Warning.
Yep, there it goes.
Taking internal damage.
And boom.
Eject.
Yep, I asked for that. Nice explosion. Well, that's the first rebuy for my account on PC. I asked for that. And a moment of silence for my previous clone. Yep. Should have known that was going to happen. Well, on that note, quick bio break and grab a beer, and I will be right back. Okay. Alright, and we're back. Thanks for sticking around. I've got my beer. Yeah. Nothing like a cold brew on a day off. Music might be a little high though. And it's, yep, of course, it's dropping frames again. Okay, we'll stop that. So it'll stop dropping frames. There we go. Alright. Let's see what else I can get into and hopefully not get exploded this time. Starport services.
Starport services.
Oop. Did I not click on the screen? Starport services.
Starport services.
There we go. And of course there was an interstellar factory right here. I could have collected all the bounties I had on me before I got exploded. Oh well. You live and you learn. Courier job. Urgent kill order. Yeah, let's do some safe courier job missions. Yeah, we can do some safe courier jobs. Kuricha. Let's see if there's another one on there. Kuricha. Pai Fang. Nope. Opala, Ross, and G203. And it looks like that's the only one going. Well, no, that goes Kuricha, but it's a massacre. Okay. Well. Mission rank merchant. I'm not worried about that. Kuricha it is. Tanner City. Stellar cartography.
Galaxy map.
Launch.
pre-launch diagnostic checks. Loading configuration. Engines online. Stand by for launch.
Departure handover.
Ascending, retracting modules, handing you.
Observe station regulations on exit.
Balance power. Engage FSD. Engage frame shift.
Engaging drive.
Shift drive charging.
Confirming exit point telemetry.
Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Comms panel. Oh, if I deliver in an hour and 51 minutes, I get an extra 25,000 credits. I think we can do that. Ah, back with lo mein. Nice. It's one of my favorite Chinese foods. God, it makes me want to go to a Chinese buffet now. I might have to do that later. Either that or order some Panda Express. Well, in case you missed it, we're taking courier mission to Tanner City real quick. A nice safe mission after I got myself blown up attempting to pick up salvage. Tried to make up some of the insurance cost. Panda Express is pretty good for let's say takeout or delivery Chinese. I don't mind it in those cases, but I really like them the mom and pop Chinese restaurants, like the Chinese buffets in the local area, because they seem to have really, really good Chinese food. The only problem with Chinese food I've found is after you eat it, like a couple hours later, you're just hungry again. But one of my favorite restaurants is a place here in town called Shogun's Japanese Steakhouse. They have the grill at the table, and they do the whole performance of chopping everything up and cooking everything right in front of you. Dodge City. They had a great buffet. I've never been to a buffet in Dodge City. I have been through there before, though. Assuming you're speaking of Dodge City, Kansas. Request docking.
Requesting docking bay.
Oh, no, you're not.
Docking request denied.
That is not an option.
Really? Landing pass must be full. Request docking.
As requested.
Left panel. Left panel.
Docking request denied.
That's a negative.
Lovely. Finished. Request docking.
As requested.
Docking request denied.
That is not an option.
Great. Okay, what is the issue here? Yeah, I doubt anyone in Dodge City, Kansas has really seen, up until you showed up, a Englishman before. Not exactly an area that most English tourists show up to. What is the issue here? Left panel. Left panel. Let's take a look at this place. Refinery. It can't be a docking issue. Left panel. Request docking.
Asking now.
Docking request granted.
Thank you. Finally. Lots of meth and angry Hispanic folk. Yeah, Kansas has got their problems, that's for sure. I'd have to say, though, Detroit, Michigan has had it a lot worse, though. Landing gear.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I will take the money. Let's see. And another courier job. Yeah, why not? We'll see if there's any more to Arcturus. Nope, that's a negative. That's the only one. So, to Fort Harrison in Arcturus. Fort Harrison. There we are. Fort Harrison. So we'll accept that and be on our way. Launch.
Pre-launch diagnostic checks. Power diverted to shields. All systems prepared.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Get on with it!
Stand by for launch.
Landing gear.
Gear coming up.
Gear retracted.
That's strange. Ah. Welcome, Commander Ravipasta. Thank you for the follow. Well, let's see if I can figure out why my voice is reverbing now. Oh, happy birthday, Ravi. Let's see. Properties. Perhaps I can fix the mic. No, it doesn't have an option. Propane! I sell propane and propane accessories. Oh. Welcome, Papadopoulos. Thank you for the follow. Huh. You don't remember Christmas. Too many adult beverages. What's up? Engage frame shift.
Charging frameshift drive.
Charging.
No flapping! That's my job!
Stupid parrot.
Course adjusted.
Incoming mission critical message.
There they are asking again. Go faster, please. We'll give you more money.
Fuel scooping complete.
System scan.
Completing system scan for cartography.
Oh, you're moving to Cali, huh? See if I can get myself lined up properly this time. Well, good luck with that. I'm not exactly sure that I would like to live in California. I mean, it's a nice place to visit, but they're a little overboard on their rules over there. True. They do have that going for them. They are pretty good at making wine over there. Yep, almost had it perfectly lined up.
Recon Delta India Echo, please request permission from Starcon before attempting to dock at this station.
Oh, the lag. Oh my god, the lag. Request docking.
Requesting docking clearance.
Continue on current course, Commander.
Landing
area
gear.
clear.
Landing modules deployed.
Proceed to landing pad 3-5.
Landing gear deployed. Scan detected.
Pad 3-5. Whee!
300 meters from touchdown.
This is Starcon. In order to keep bay traffic flowing smoothly, please follow standard operating procedures and
Wrong
request
button.
docking permission before entering the Starcon.
There we go.
Ship is down. Ground crew dispatched.
Can't wait for Space Legs. It's going to be so much fun.
This is Starcon. Ensure you complete all docking procedures.
Starport
within the
services.
slot, and welcome to the
Starport
facility.
services.
I have got to figure out why I'm lagging so much.
For the safety of all visitors, please clear the access corridor quickly and safely.
Give me that money. Do, 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 do. 36 units of bio waste again? No, thank you. What else we got here? Do, 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 do. Nope. And nope.
Requires Starcon authorization
Sentry skimmers? No, thank you.
before entering the docking bay.
Nope. Urgent kill? Nope. Courier job? Source and return? Take down pirate. Liberate bootleg liquor.
Starcon to all vessels. Check your speed inside
On a planet. Courier job. There's a 36,000 courier job.
Welcome to the Starport.
Thank you, thank you. I'll talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed yourself. And thank you for the follow. It's two things I need to do after I get off of here is one, figure out why it's dropping so many frames, and two, improve the resolution on my second monitor so I can actually read people's names.
Visit every time you pass through the system.
Well, this starport apparently doesn't have much in the way of anything. I am tempted to go after those sentry skimmers. Authority ships may be sent against you. Considered illegal in most systems. Mission rank competent. 2 sentry skimmers. No. I'm not going to risk it. Not yet, anyway. Source and return 7 units of power generators. No. Take down known pirate. No. Well, I don't know. Let's take a look. Expert. Hostile ships may be sent against you. Fort Harrison. Ross 130. Mortimer Van Cleef. Of the Ross 130 Purple Dragons. So tempting.
Please alight at your assigned pad, and thanks for choosing this facility.
And of course, I don't have the data, and you can't buy it. You can get the trade data. No, I'm not going to risk it. No. I've already blown up once this stream. I don't need to do it again.
StarCon extends a warm welcome and Godspeed to the
Universal Cartographics. Check on that. No cartographic data? That's odd. The hell? Oh, there we go. Well, let's see what's on Galnet. See if there's anything interesting coming up. Power play hourly update. Thargoid. Oh! Thank you for the follow, Rackfallen. I recognize you from
Unable
Boss
to
Lady
comply.
stream. Thank you, thank you. Nice to see a familiar face, Rackfallen. Oh, Thargoids are attacking the Coalsack and Witchhead Nebulous now? Oh, I did not know that.
Thargoids attack Coalsack and Witchhead Nebulas. Pilots Federation alert. Large numbers of Thargoid vessels are swarming through multiple inhabited systems, leading to urgent calls for assistance. In what appears to be a coordinated strike, Thargoid scouts and interceptors have appeared throughout the Coalsack and Witchhead Nebulas. Local security ships have engaged them in combat, but report being overwhelmed. The Alliance has a considerable presence in these regions, with 4 starports recently constructed in the Coalsack Nebula. But the Alliance Defense Force has not been able to mobilize in time to prevent some systems from becoming infested with Thargoids. Admiral Aidan Tanner, Chief Military Liaison for Aegis, made this announcement. This is a resurgence of Thargoid activity on a scale that we have not witnessed for a long time. Unfortunately, drastic reductions in funding and resources mean that Aegis is unable to provide adequate defensive measures. We urgently request support from independent pilots and anti-Xeno squadrons. It is critical that we prevent the Thargoids from dominating these nebulas and wiping out many thousands of people.
Oh. Yeah, I need to work on getting my anti-Xeno weapons. I didn't think they'd be coming back. They've pretty much been chased all the way back to the Witchhead, hadn't they? Oh, Lakon Spaceways faces financial collapse. Yeah, I've been hearing about that. Coalsack terraforming. Yep, Alliance sheltering the Marlinists. Investors take control of Lakon. Yep, I remember that. That was the other day. Rackham's Peak Outpost marks Galactic Zenith. Yep. Yeah, I bet that's a drunken paradise up there. All those alcohols that he ordered up there. Bet that was one heck of a party. Too bad I didn't get to join. Commodities delivered to Marlinist colonies. Engineers boost ship module upgrading. I think that's over with already. Core Dynamics funds take over with ship discounts. Yep. Outpost plan for the roof of space. Yeah, that's old. Power play hourly update. Nope. Oh, wow. Evangelist, Limbas, Hockey, Wellington, Muscadark region, PJP, B601. Wow, I was just there not too long ago. And there's a massive Thargoid presence there now. Huh. I did not think they'd be out there. Yeah, I was over there during Christmas, turning in exploration data. That's how I got as much money I have now. I think there's some sort of glitch with the audio on this thing. Let me see here. Because it was happening earlier. Let me try shutting down my headset and restarting it. Maybe that'll fix that. Okay. Is that better? Yes, Rack, I'm using OBS. Unfortunately, it's my very first time ever using it as of yesterday. So I'm still playing with the settings and figuring things out, but if you have any advice, I'm more than open to it. Ah, okay. Yeah, that usually fixes things when you shut them down and restart them. Because I've played with the settings for microphone and audio, and I'm still figuring all this stuff out. That's true. The #1 IT response. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Yeah, I've heard that so many times that it's my go-to thing to do now. Every time something screws up on me, the first thing I think of is restart it. 90% of the time it actually works though, so I can't complain. Now my #1 issue with OBS is trying to get it to stop dropping frames. I'm not sure if it's my internet speed that just can't handle streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, or if it's some setting that I haven't got right quite yet on OBS. So I'm still working on that. Oh wow, I just found the window that tells me who's following. Okay. So yeah, 6 minutes ago, Rackfallen followed me, and 19 minutes ago, Papadopoulos followed me, yeah. And 21 minutes ago, Commander Ravi Pasta followed me. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and thank you guys again, because before I started streaming, OBS does tend to be a bandwidth hog from what I've seen. Yeah, yeah, I've noticed that. What's the best place to do combat missions? I would say pretty much any system with a what's it called? Resource extraction site. Now the thing you wanna remember about resource extraction sites is right next to it it'll say hazardous, high, or low. That's referring to the security level in the area. You want a high security area if you're in a weak ship, like some of the starter ships, because high security is going to be the best for you because they'll help protect you, and you can just follow along with security. And when they attack somebody, you can attack them too. Now, as you get better and better ships and weapons, you can go into low security and hazardous. Hazardous resource extraction sites are going to be the best if you are looking to collect money. Yeah. EDDB.io and Inara.cz are the two #1 websites to go to find out all that stuff. Oh, you got an Anaconda. Yeah. You could go into hazardous resource extraction sites. As for the absolute best, I'm not sure. Like Rackfallen said, put your current system in and see what Inara says. They might have a little more information than I have. Inara.cz. INARA.cz is the best website I've found for pretty much any information you need on Elite Dangerous. Let's see. Yeah, I need to set up a button that I can press that I can put up the Inara website or the EDDB website. That would be a great thing to have. So whenever somebody asks me what the best website to go to is, I can just boop, hit a button and pop it right up. Commodities, mission, passenger. It's just for shits and giggles. Let's look at the passenger lounge, see what's up there. Of course, I can't do any of those. Ah, yes, Streamlabs. I've been thinking about that. Inara, still got my head stuck in Elite Dangerous. OBS also apparently has their own bot now. I haven't bothered to do anything with it yet, but according to what I'm seeing, it should be able to do some of the stuff that Streamlabs chatbot can do, but I haven't really dug into that yet. Like I said, I've pretty much started streaming yesterday, and being a truck driver, I don't have a whole lot of time to stream most of the time. Right now is one of the odd times that I actually do have some time because of the holiday. I get a couple extra days off, but most of the time I'm usually home on Friday sometime in the afternoon, and I get to have Saturday and Sunday off, and I'm right back on the road on Monday morning bright and early. So yeah. Haven't made content in a couple of years, but if you jump right back in, you're gonna have to start from scratch on almost all the stuff too. Yeah, my idea of streaming back when I first started was to jump on PlayStation and stream directly from the PlayStation and let it handle everything. Which, needless to say, I had no extras, I had no pop-ups, no good chat, it squashed everything down. Yeah. You can stream from a PlayStation, but I would not recommend it if you're actually trying to get anywhere with it. Now, if you're just trying to broadcast your gameplay to your friends or something like that, yeah, that would work out. Because you don't really have to worry about any of the extras, like having followers or any advertisements or anything like that. Yeah, PlayStation will work out, but if you're going to actually stream and attempt to make any money off of it, you have to have a computer. It's just essential. There's no way to really stream on Twitch or YouTube without a computer and expect to get anywhere with it. You started with YouTube videos so you could redo stuff when you screwed up. So much stress when you're doing it live. Oh yeah. Of course, if you just think of it this way, don't worry about screwing up when you're doing it live, because 99% of the time, if you screw up, it's going to be funny to the people watching. Which is a good thing, because, hey, after all, it's all about entertainment, correct? If you screw up on live, people can make clips of it and make compilation videos like Diesel Demon screw-up moments. Maybe one day somebody will actually do something like that, but like I said, I'm just getting started, and I don't expect any stuff like that to happen for quite a long time. OBS, why are you eating up all the bandwidth? Chill.
This is StarCon.
But yeah, I just started streaming yesterday with actual streaming software and actual add-ons and everything. So I'm brand new to that, and I've pretty much been playing Elite Dangerous exclusively on PlayStation for the past, almost 3 years. So this is brand new to me as well, being on the PC playing Elite. So I've got a brand new commander, and I'm trying to build up my money, and if you were around earlier, you would have seen me get blown up because I pulled a stupid move and tried to do a salvage mission that was way too high level for me. So I've got to try to make up the money for the rebuy, on top of making the rest of the money that I need to make. So yeah, 30 million is just a drop in the bucket for most Elite Dangerous players.
This is a StarCon regulations reminder.
Oh, but yes, I am looking forward to jumping off here later and watching Boss Lady on her stream. Oh, thank you for the follow, Father Bill. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you're currently at work, Rack. I see. Yeah, most of the time when I'm watching Boss Lady streams, it's at night in my truck, and I'm watching the stream on my cell phone. Needless to say, sometimes I don't end up with a very good connection, and I have to just listen to audio and not actually see. Yes. Welcome. Every follower helps. Let's see what we can get into here. You know what? Let's look at outfitting and see what they got at this station. Maybe I can improve my ship a little bit. Yes, Father Bill has followed me. Okay, let's see here. I think my hard points are good. What's going on? Oof. Oof. Oof! I don't have any power left. 60 fuel scoop, auto field maintenance. Huh. Yeah, I got the auto field maintenance units shut down. But there, in case I decide to go exploring, I don't have to go find them. Collector limpet. Planetary vehicle. Detailed surface scanner. My core internals, power distributor is a 4D, and where is it? Power plant is a 5D. I've done a little modification to the power plant. I was wanting to upgrade the power plant a little bit, but yeah, it's a little tough to find a 5B or C power plant. Uh-oh. Battery's going low on my headset. Let me plug that in before it dies on me. Just a moment. There we go. Now I'm plugged in. Hopefully it's not buzzing now. And it is. Of course. Let me see here. You know what? I could switch headsets. I have another Bluetooth headset that I can use while this one's charging. So I'm going to take a break for a moment and go get that other Bluetooth headset. Current system. I'm at Fort Harrison in what's it called? Star Map. Stellar Cartography. Stellar Cartography. Left panel. Oh, that's right. Okay. Stellar Cartography. Why is it not listening now? What the heck? Where's the proper button now? Galaxy map, there we go. I'm in Arcturus. So I will return in just a moment. I'll go get my other Bluetooth headset to get rid of that buzzing. And I will use my other Bluetooth headset. Be right back.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Now it can hear me. Now let's see if we can get the audio coming through the headset now. There we go. Now I can hear things again. Haha, I think I fixed it. Nice. I'm on my other Bluetooth headset now. It took a minute to get it to work properly. But this is my headset that I normally use with my phone. It's this headset was like $250. It's a Blue Parrot headset. So yeah, I'm no longer on the PlayStation headset. It is charging at the moment. The audio levels on this headset are much higher than it was on the other one, though. See if I can adjust that a little bit so it doesn't go off into the red. Okay, that's a little better. Not going into the red anymore. I got to go to negative 14.3 on the audio level here, just to keep this headset out of the red. No, I'm not currently on the PS4. I'm on my desktop computer in the other room. I do have a PlayStation in the other room that I used to play Elite on all the time, but I didn't normally stream off of it. Oh, you're going into the black, huh, Rackfallen? Where are you headed? Just looking around, or you have a specific system you're headed to? Allison City, and your current system sells 5C power plants. Oh, thank you, Rackfallen. I'll have to go check that out. Allison City. There's Brennanport. Allison City, there we are. Let's go check it out. Oh, you're not. Still at work. Said you're no longer going into the red, so I assumed you were going into the black. Actually kind of hanging out in the middle of the yellow at the moment. I like to keep my levels high enough that they sound good, and you can turn your volume up high enough to completely clearly understand me, but I don't want my levels high enough that they come in distorted. It's a fine line between too low and too high. I'm trying to keep it just right. Okay, here we go. Launch.
Initiating.
Filthy Hutton-trucking mollusk!
Really?
Engines online. Stand by for launch.
It's okay, Rack. We all have our off days. Ooh, that's loud in my ear. Turn that down a little bit. Departure handover.
Affirmative, 30 meters. You have the car. Landing modules retracted.
There we go. Balance power.
Power equilibrium restored.
Boost engines.
Object.
Scan detected.
Engage frame shift.
Charging frame shift drive.
Charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
NASA posted a video that they plan to have people on the moon again in 2021. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's OBS, it's dropping frames. I'm still not sure what's going on with that. I keep getting alerts that it's dropping frames on my end. So I know it's OBS. I'm trying to figure out why, but I can't seem to nail down the problem. Yeah, if NASA had actually gone with Elon Musk's idea in the beginning, we'd probably already have people on the moon. Really, NASA's been dragging their heels ever since the end of the Apollo program. Yeah, Zagaron, I'm looking at my tablet. I have the stream up, and it's dropping frames on there too. So I know it's got to be dropping frames on your end. It smooths out occasionally, which puzzles me why it'll smooth out, then it'll drop frames, and then it'll smooth out again, and then it'll drop frames again. And it's kind of weird. Which is why I can't really narrow down exactly what the problem is. I mean, I have the settings set up the way I think they should be, according to the YouTube videos that I watched about OBS. But I'm still not getting the smooth streaming that they apparently do. Yeah, more skipped frames, it says. After Apollo, they were preparing to either go to Mars or building the space shuttle, and I think they made the wrong choice. Yeah, I would have to agree with you, Rack. I would have rather them going to prepare to go to Mars rather than building the space shuttle. I mean, don't get me wrong, they did get a lot of science off of building the space shuttle and the International Space Station, and being up there for the last, I think it was like 20 years or something like that. I can't remember exactly right off the top of my head. I'd have to look that up again, but they did get a lot of science off of it. It did help humanity quite a bit. But, like Elon said, our time on this planet is finite. And eventually something's going to happen that'll either wipe us all out on this planet or really, really devastate the population on this planet, and we need to have a backup. And the only choice at this point that we can realistically get to would be Mars. And at least at that point, if we had a self-sustaining colony on Mars, then if something happened here on Earth that wiped out the population, we would still have humans over on Mars, preserving the humanity at least. Yeah, at least a moon colony, if nothing else. I agree with you, Rack. But the problem with the moon is you're still really close to the Earth, and let's say, for example, like a huge asteroid was to hit Earth, some of that debris ejected off of Earth could potentially, I mean, I'm not saying it's extremely possible, but it could potentially be ejected in the direction of the moon and hit the moon, which could hit any colony we had on the moon as well. So I wouldn't really rely on the moon to be a good spot for a backup humanity post, but Mars is a good idea. And there is the potential with Mars that we may at some point learn how to terraform it well enough to actually be there. Request landing.
As requested.
Polly wants a burger.
What happened to my landing request? Request docking.
Asking now.
Ah, that's why. Left panel. What the heck?
That is
Finished.
already done. That is already done.
The heck is going on now? Okay, that was weird. Left panel. Finished. Left panel. Request docking.
Seeking permissions.
There we go.
Landing authorized. Make your way to landing pad 3-3.
3-3. Landing gear.
Gear down.
Moon is an excellent place for a launch pad to other planets. Since the gravity is lower and then there's no atmospheric drag. That is true. Very, very true. The lack of atmospheric drag and the lower gravity would make really good fuel economy going to other planets from there. But it's going to be very difficult to come up with decent fuel stores from the moon unless they can find a good source of water on the moon. And I believe that's what they're actually working on right now. Really missed voice attack, started a new account
Contact
PS4.
confirmation.
My
Ground
PC
crew dispatched.
account is from years ago. I'm not sure what I would do without voice attack on PC. I would be completely and utterly screwed. There are way too many buttons on keyboard and mouse for the PC. And it is tough enough to learn how to fly with the keyboard and mouse, much less learn all the extra buttons that come along with it. So yeah, voice attack has been a godsend on PC. But yeah, Rack, yeah, I would agree with you. If they actually find a decent source of water on the moon, it will make an excellent launching pad for other missions going out into the outer solar system. Because, like you said, there's a lower gravity and no atmospheric drag, so you're going to save a lot more fuel lifting off from the surface of the moon. Whereas lifting off the surface of Earth, you've got the atmospheric drag and the higher gravity, which requires a lot of fuel to get away from. Plus, you're going from a standing start to 17,500 miles per second. So, yeah, that takes a lot of fuel. But Elon Musk's idea is a pretty good one. It will burn more fuel in the long run, but it does make it practical enough to make it to Mars and back with his ship, with the in-orbit refueling. Because of that, it wouldn't have any issue getting to Mars and still have plenty of fuel to make the landing. But the main issue with that is still get a lot of equipment to the moon. High orbit facility would probably be better. Yeah, my thinking would be something in like geostationary orbit. Because it's like halfway between the moon and the Earth, which kind of cancel each other's gravity out. Oh, no, it's Lagrange point is what it's called. Lagrange point. It's right between the Earth's gravity and the moon's gravity where they cancel each other out, and you basically hold position there. That would be a good spot for a high orbit space station as a launching platform to other planets in our solar system, because you wouldn't have to worry about any gravity, and you wouldn't have to worry about any atmospheric drag, and you're already going really close to escape velocity. It doesn't take much from that point to escape the gravity of the moon and the Earth and head off to some other place, which would save a lot more fuel. But geosynchronous is actually quite a bit up there. I mean, technically it's not out of the atmosphere, you're right, because the atmosphere goes a lot further than people really think. It just gets thinner and thinner and thinner to a point where it blends in with the background gases in space. It's not like a set point where if you were flying through it, you would notice it's like, okay, we're in the atmosphere and boom, we're not in the atmosphere anymore. No, it doesn't work that way. The atmosphere fades away as you get further and further away from Earth. It gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner to the point where it's not detectable compared to the gases that float around in space normally. But yeah, you're right. It's still partially in the atmosphere. It does have a little bit of drag up there, which is why these geostationary satellites have to have thrusters to hold position, because they still experience a little bit of drag. Yeah, exactly. Compared to the distance to the moon, it's still clinging to the Earth's surface. Yeah. Geostationary orbit is basically just the point where you're orbiting the planet at the same speed, relatively, as the Earth is rotating. Which means as you're orbiting Earth, you're facing the same point on the Earth at all times. Kind of like being tidally locked to the Earth, as it were. It's very good for a communications satellite that's trying to communicate with one continent, which is why like Sirius XM satellites are up there, and your Dish Network and DirecTV and satellite companies like that, they have their satellites in geostationary orbit, which makes it much easier for these satellites to stay in contact with their base and be able to broadcast to customers without requiring a motor on their dish to keep in line with the satellite, because the satellite basically is always sitting in the same spot in the sky at all times, which is why you can bolt your satellite dish down to one spot and just leave it there, because you never have to adjust it. The satellite never moves. You just get the slight drift, basically, because of the atmospheric drag, and occasionally they have to fire the thrusters to keep it in position. Which is why they talk about the serviceable life of a satellite in geostationary orbit, because eventually it runs out of the gas that it uses for its thrusters and it can't hold position any longer. So they put it in what's called a graveyard orbit, where they get it out of the way, because they obviously can't bring it back or go out there and service it. So they put it in a parking orbit away from all the operational satellites, and that's where it stays. Which also contributes to a lot of the space junk up there, which is eventually going to be a big problem. But yeah, I could go down that rabbit hole all day long. It's one of my favorite subjects is space. That's why I love space games, and I stream space games. And here's my puppies. Hey, MJ. There you are, Juniper. Big mutt. Yeah. Yeah, good puppy. Good puppy. Yeah. Let me guess, you gotta go outside, huh? Looking forward to Odyssey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be loads of fun when they do that update. The Odyssey update, where we're gonna have space legs and walking around having combat. All the mission. I'm looking forward to what they do with the missions for Odyssey. I want to see the new missions that they do. Like I was saying earlier, a perfect one would be something like a bounty hunting mission, where you've got to fly into a system and either scan the beacon or find the signal source to point you in the right direction to the planet where the person's at. Yeah. Hopefully it will out Star Citizen. Well, let's hope we don't have the bugs that Star Citizen has. But yeah, something like tracking down the exact planet in the system where the person is, and then tracking down the spot on the planet the person is, and giving you like a search area that you gotta land and go run the search area to find this person hiding somewhere. Like I mean, I know it's like wishful thinking, but I'm thinking something along the lines of like the scene in Star Wars, what's it called? The Phantom Menace, I believe was it, where they find Anakin on Tatooine in that village. And they're walking through the village, and there's all the other people walking around, all the other aliens and things, and having to find your bounty in that crowd of people in that settlement. That would be like the ultimate right there. Just to have to like walk through a crowd and figure out where your bounty is in that crowd, and pick him out and either take him out or cuff him and take him back with you. That would be an awesome mission for the Odyssey update. Or perhaps like shipboarding, where you gotta catch up to somebody's ship and get a hold of them. But anyway,
Welcome to the Starport. We hope you enjoy your stay with our facilities.
yeah, using the Force to avoid patrols. These are not the droids you're looking for. Yeah, on-foot mining would be nice. But yeah, I could see why they're not doing it yet, but they probably want to try to make it better than the Star Citizen on-foot mining at the moment. And they're trying to figure out how to do it their way without doing it similar to what Star Citizen has. Oh yeah, yeah. I would imagine that that's part of it. That you could come out of your ship into your SRV, and then exit your SRV and walk around on foot. That would be nice. So like, park your ship on the outskirts of a settlement, and drive up to the settlement with your SRV, and then get out and walk around in the settlement. That would be perfect. The only problem with that is trying to populate a settlement with other NPCs that don't look like just robots walking from one spot to another and then walking back. Trying to make them look like they're actually doing something rather than just walking a set path and back.
Acts of aggression will be met with appropriate force.
But anyway, I've got a couple things to handle. I've been streaming for 3¼ hours already. And I will probably be on again later this afternoon after I handle a few things, and hopefully before Boss Lady's stream I can get on here and stream for a couple more hours, because I definitely want to watch her stream, see what happens for that. But thank you for everyone who followed. Thank you for all the likes, and I will see you next time.
Pilots, please show consideration for fellow visitors. Slow down and keep other vessels within green space inside the dock. Starcom to all ships. Ensure